Peace, peace, peace. I just want to send my condolences out to the Suggs family. Um, we lost a great mind, a great brother, a great leader in the community. Um, I miss our numerous conversations, the lunch and learn sessions, the many trips up and down the highways, just discussing how can we get better, how can we impact more people. And I'll say the grind will go on, and I'll do my best to continue the legacy. And those who know Yusuf, especially over the past 2 years, if they saw him, they saw me. And so I was just honored and privileged to be able to be a part and to be able to be little bruh and to be able to soak up as much as I could in such a short time. And so with that, I just say rest easy more, peace, light, and love, and you'll be missed.
I actually met Yusuf when I first became an entrepreneur. He was running around with Miss Allen and everything, so we all were going to the little meetings and stuff. And he didn't say much at the first meeting we went to. Then I actually, got to see him come out his shell in the meeting, and I was like captivated. I was like, who the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? But like, he was just like a big ball of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And he was so like heartfelt on teaching to me. You know what I mean? Like he was a teacher. And we don't have that too much. Like people don't put the importance on our history that how did you become an entrepreneur? What steps were or paths were laid before you got to the point where you, as a colored person, as a black man in America, that you could actually own a business? Yusuf could take you down through every level of everything. You know what I mean? Like he was just so knowledgeable on so many different subjects. He was very, very much a teacher and a pillar in our community in Winston-Salem. You know, and then he started coming down to the bodega, and he would do like they called it lunch and learn, if I'm not mistaken. And he was just a great teacher, man. So me and him had our own personal conversations, and I went through a little troubled time financially with trying to keep my business running and everything. And he was actually one of the brothers who came to me and told me how important it was for me to stay in business and to fight for this because of the history. You know what I mean? Like the history of the city and how much black people have went through for me to actually be able to be a black business owner. So don't take that for granted, brother. And he was just hitting me with a lot of jewels, man. You know what I mean? And I'm honored to actually just be able to say that I met him, you know what I mean? And I was able to get teachings from him. He told me about land trust and a whole bunch of different subjects that I didn't know nothing about till I sat down with that brother and he opened his mouth, you know what I mean? God bless him. You know what I mean? Allah keeps us strong. Like it's affected me a little different, the passing of Yusuf, because I just lost my father, I just lost my uncle back to back in the last month and a half, so then Yusuf, then, it's just a lot going on right now. But it's a celebration, it's a blessing because he was almost like, and this is my personal opinion, I don't care who likes it, he was like a Malcolm X of my era. You know what I mean? If I can say it, you know what I mean? He had his dealings with the mosque, you know what I mean? He taught Arabic, he taught everything. He was a teacher, you know what I mean? But the only thing I'm concerned of is who's going to fill his shoes. You know what I mean? Salute to his son. My prayers go to him and his family. May Allah continue to keep blessing y'all. But you know what I mean? Who's up next? Because, yeah, we got the rappers out here and they're giving out different information. We got the politicians out here, they give out their information. Well, who's going to be out here for us? Who's going to spread that word in this city, around us? Who's going to be around? Somebody got to step up to the plate. Yusuf, man, God bless you, man. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure to meet you, brother. You know what I mean? A lot of love for you. Once again, my condolences to your family. And that's my Yusuf story, man. Salute to you. Thank you. Thank you for everything you did while you were here. You're a legend, and your legacy will continue.
It's kind of hard for me to even like fathom Yusef being gone. You know, I can still hear him so clearly. I can still see his smile. I can still hear his laugh. You know, I can still hear his words. But you don't understand, brother. You know, breaking it down. You know, peace, God. You know what I mean? We laugh, and that's my brother. You know what I mean? His son is special to me, just like my son is special to me. You know, and you know, our history seems like it was boundless. But when I first remember building with Brother Yusef, it was in front of Muhammad Herb's store on First Street, and he was pointing out a star to me. Like, yeah, God, like, that's serious right there. I like, that's serious? He was like, I'm saying that's Sirius. That's serious. And he just started taking me there. You know what I mean? I had just come home from prison, so I'm thinking I know some things. But you always run into a sharper knife in the dick sometime, you know what I mean? And he just started like dicing it up. And you know, I was very taken back, you know, because when I first come home, it wasn't a lot of people out here striving. Felt kind of lost out here, alone out here. And that's a brother I immediately gravitated to. And I could look at him just as a big brother, you know, as someone I admire, you know what I mean, right here in the physical, without having to take myself back to the 60s and reminisce. It was somebody I could call up, 671-2268, he's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could always call up Brother Yusef and get an encouraging word, a patient word. You know, he didn't, you know, sometimes I come in wrath, and he acknowledged that. He know my bloodline. So he'll let me do me, and then he'll say, well, what you don't understand, brother, and he'll break it down from his perspective. And a lot of times it'll give me a complimentary angle to the square, you know, and help me feel more complete going into battle. And, you know, he's someone who I really, you know, I could say I learned so much from. I don't know, it's too many people. I can name some other names, but he's like top 5 dead or alive, pardon the expression. Like, he's really prolific, you know, very much ahead of his time. You know, the things he was coming with, the people out here who gonna holler his name, they don't halfway, not even a quarter's way, really acknowledge what he brought to the table. They don't really know what kind of loss we took. You know, we could holler a lot of people's name, but the impact that he's had on this city and the culture of this city is profound. I'm living proof. You know what I'm saying? And his son is gonna be living proof. You will see his fruit through his son. You're gonna see his fruit. I'm living proof. You know what I mean? And one thing I did my best to do was kind of allow my brother the space to teach, you know, to walk and pace himself and move his elbows around if he had to, because what he brought was such a vast estate. You know what I'm saying? He was building on nationality. That was an uncompromising view for him. You know what I mean? He's always gonna bring it back to status. You know, he's always gonna bring it back to law. And by him being so sharp in that aspect, I had to allow him to teach. You know what I mean? Because I'd be a fool to come, you know, try to build on something that I don't have, you know, that much familiarity with. So, like the brother said, you know, who's gonna take up Yusef's space? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna take that gauntlet into the battlefield? I'm not the one. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we'll have another Yusef, just to be honest, not here in Winston-Salem. You know, best thing we could do is what you're doing, archive, you know, dig from his vaults, because the brother was so ahead of his time. I'm telling you, like, people don't really see, like, I've been in the presence of masters, you know what I'm saying, from the yard to out here. You know what I'm saying? I've been to several, like Bobby Seale, Ashok Kwesi, Renoko Rashidi. Like, I've seen several masters build. You know what I'm saying? But when Brother Yusef builds, he is right there with them. And I don't see anyone in this city taking in that space. So I think what Brother Yusef has taught me the most It's a really, I'm not the best at this, but stay oiled up. You know what I'm saying? Groomed. You know what I mean? Let your fragrance fill the space. Let your laughter fill the space. You know what I'm saying? If I had like a tassel, I could let it swing a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He taught me to be myself.